The drama continues to unfold in the world of 90 Day Fiancé as Jenny Slatan and Sumit Singh's relationship takes yet another shocking turn. Fans of the show have witnessed the couple's ups and downs, but recent news has left everyone stunned. Jenny has moved on from her turbulent relationship with Sumit, and now her new husband is facing serious legal trouble. To top it all off, a massive $1.2 million was stolen in the process, and the fallout is creating chaos both on and off screen. For years, Jenny and Sumit's relationship has been a roller coaster of emotions, from cultural clashes to family disapproval, and even Sumit's secret marriage. Jenny has been through a lot for her love with Sumit, but as the latest updates reveal, things are far from being resolved. Jenny and Sumit were not just dealing with personal struggles, but also the financial and emotional toll of their ongoing drama. After years of being in a rocky relationship, Jenny finally decided she had had enough. Fans had hoped for a happy ending, but now the new revelation about her fresh relationship has shocked them. Jenny has recently tied the knot with someone new, and it seemed like she was finally putting her past with Sumit behind her. But what followed was beyond anyone's expectations. Jenny's new husband was arrested for an unrelated crime, completely throwing her life upside down. In a bizarre twist, this incident has led to the shocking revelation of $1.2 million being stolen. The details of how the money was stolen remain hazy, but it's clear that Jenny's new marriage has taken a dark turn. Reports claim that Jenny's new husband, whose identity is still under wraps, was involved in fraudulent activity that ultimately led to his arrest. Jenny is now left to pick up the pieces, dealing with the public fallout and the damage to her reputation. The fans of 90 Day Fiancé are shocked at the turn of events. It's one thing to have a difficult relationship with Sumit, but now Jenny's new marriage has become the focus of a legal investigation. As if things weren't complicated enough. To add to the drama, Jenny's past with Sumit has come back to haunt her. Sources close to the couple revealed that Jenny was deeply hurt by Sumit's actions over the years. There were times when Sumit betrayed her trust, causing irreparable damage to their bond. Fans have watched as Sumit's indecision and poor choices tore apart their once promising future together. Jenny had hoped that Sumit would finally commit, but his actions continue to push her further away. Now, as Jenny attempts to move on with her new life, the revelations about her new husband's arrest have only made matters worse. The money that was stolen has left Jenny in an even more precarious position. It seems like she was lured into a web of deceit, and now she's the one left holding the pieces of a broken future. What does this mean for Jenny's future on 90 Day Fiancé? Will she return to the show after all the chaos? With the attention now focused on the arrest and the stolen funds, fans are speculating about the future of Jenny's storyline. Some believe she will be making a return, while others think this might be the end of her time in the spotlight. And then there's Sumit. Where does he fit into this new mess? Fans are curious about whether Jenny will seek revenge or forgiveness after all the heartache. Sumit's relationship with Jenny was already rocky, but now the $1.2 million theft could have serious consequences for both of them. Will Jenny forgive him for his mistakes and try to reconcile? Or will she cut ties with him once and for all? The arrest and financial scandal are sure to shake up the 90 Day Fiancé fanbase. Jenny's journey has been full of ups and downs, but now it seems like the drama has reached a boiling point. With the arrest of her new husband and the stolen money, the future of her relationships remains uncertain. For now, it seems like Jenny is left with a lot of unanswered questions. Her past with Sumit is a tangled mess, and now her new marriage is nothing short of a nightmare. As the legal investigation into the stolen funds continues, it's clear that this story is far from over. Fans are eagerly awaiting the next chapter, hoping for closure or a resolution. But one thing is certain, Jenny's journey has been nothing short of dramatic, and with this latest scandal, the story continues to unfold in unexpected ways. It's a reminder that life isn't always as simple as it appears on television. What seems like a fairy tale romance can quickly spiral into chaos. For Jenny, this roller coaster of emotions and heartache is far from over. Will Jenny manage to overcome the betrayal and start fresh again? Or will the fallout from her new marriage leave her broken beyond repair? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, this chapter in Jenny's life is one for the books, and it's bound to keep fans on the edge of their seats. The return of seasoned characters Jenny Slatan and Sumit Singh in 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way raises both expectations and scrutiny. The plotline of Jenny and Sumit primarily focuses on financial stress, family difficulties, and cultural resistance, but in reverse. Whereas the conventional focus of this spin-off is Americans moving to strange, culturally different nations and finding it difficult to assimilate. The purpose of the show is to document the foreigner's adjustment to a new environment, but Jenny is by no means a newcomer. Jenny has already lived in India for years, so she is not constantly overwhelmed by the local culture. She is not the fish out of water, but rather someone who refuses to swim, as evidenced by the several scenes in which she defies conventional expectations, such as performing household tasks or completely integrating with Sumit's family. Meanwhile, Sumit's family becomes the adapting side instead of Jenny, flipping the American in Strangeland premise. The narrative of the season is strained by this inversion. This article will examine why the plot of Jenny and Sumit seems out of sync with the original idea of 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way. We'll look at how Jenny's defiance of social expectations, their relationship's power dynamics, and how their hardships or frame change the show's thematic focus, and why season viewers could find this change startling. Happy anniversary to one of 90 Day Fiancé fans' favorite couples, Jenny and Sumit. The TLC pair shared a glimpse into their 2-year marriage on Instagram Thursday with a joint post written by Sumit. Today we have completed 2 years of marriage. These 2 years passed by very quickly. These 2 years has been so peaceful and beautiful. Thank you so much and happy anniversary, my love, at Jen_from_San. Alongside the caption was a photo of Jenny, 63, and Sumit, 33, posing in front of a mosaic wall in India, Sumit's homeland where they now live. Sumit stood stoic, while Jenny kicked a foot in the air and raised an arm near her head. Well-wishing viewers send their support in the comments after watching Jenny and Sumit's story unfold on screen for years. Jenny and Sumit have a 30-year age gap, which hasn't stopped 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After from crowning them a TLC success story, though it has been an issue for Sumit's family. Sumit's relatives weren't initially welcoming to Jenny, even forbidding him from marrying her. It caused them to tie the knot in secret, only later telling his family they'd actually wed. Sumit's mother cut him out of the family for the betrayal, though his other family members attempted to keep the peace. Love story has played out on camera. It didn't look like Jenny would ever be welcome to the family. But recent photos from a Christmas party with Sumit's siblings, their Instagram accounts, prompted fans to think they may be making progress behind the scenes. Sumit and Jenny see eye to eye on most things, though they have different views on children. Though Jenny has made it clear she's not going to be a mom again at her age, but Sumit hasn't ruled out children, primarily in an attempt to appease his family. The pair have also butted heads over relationship issues like where to live and being open to try some of the positions from the Kama Sutra. 90 Day Fiancé star Jenny Slatan took a risk on love and sold all her belongings in America to be with her love interest, Sumit Singh. The pair, who share a controversial 30-year age gap, have faced harsh roadblocks since the beginning of their relationship more than a decade ago, but managed to eventually make it down the aisle. Keep scrolling to learn everything we know about Jenny's net worth, her ex-husband, and more. In their debut on 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way, Jenny revealed she quit her job to start a life with her online boyfriend in India. At the time, the mom of 3 worked at a resort and had about $6,000 on hand. My plan is to take out all my savings, and I'm moving to India in 2 weeks, she detailed at the time. While fans are aware of her love story with Sumit, Jenny was previously married. I think everyone's entitled to happiness, the Palm Springs, California native opened up later in the episode. I thought I found it once. I was married for 15 years. Jenny Slatan and Sumit Singh have had a lot going on since their appearance on 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After Season 7. The beloved franchise pair originally met in 2011 and started a romance behind Sumit's family's back. The duo has one of the largest age differences in 90 Day Fiancé history, at a 30-year difference. Jenny and Sumit were featured on 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way seasons 1 to 3 before their stint on the 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. Their storyline over the years has largely focused on Sumit's family's disapproval of his relationship with Jenny. However, after Jenny and Sumit eloped so Jenny could stay in India, they slowly gained the reluctant acceptance of his family. While Sumit's mom has not totally come around yet, Jenny and Sumit have been focusing on their happiness. Sumit spoke about wanting to open up a food spot with his friend, but Jenny didn't want him away from her so much. Their sex life has also been part of their storyline. Kids were another point of contention for Jenny and Sumit, as Sumit has felt compelled to have a child. Jenny and Sumit celebrated their second wedding anniversary a few days ago and appear to be living their best life. 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 7 premiered on August 28, 2022, and since then, Sumit and Jenny have been traveling around India and enjoying each other's company full-time. Neither of their Instagram accounts has mentioned Sumit working, so they seem to be devoted to quality time. The popular couple recently met up with India native and fellow 90 Day Fiancé, the other way Alam Rishi Singh in Jaipur. Fans of Jenny and Sumit can find them on Cameo, where they actively promote their availability to do personalized messages and videos for their audience. Jenny's daughter Christina and daughter-in-law Jenny are also a big part of Jenny and Sumit's life. Viewers have seen them make several visits to India, and Christina is often in the comments of Jenny and Sumit's Instagram posts showing her support for the couple. Sumit and Jenny's dramatic relationship once tired the viewers. However, their post-marriage updates have truly won fans over. The couple's second anniversary news also got a lot of love and support from everyone. An Instagram user commented, "True love does exist, and you two have proven your love for each other." The user added that Sumit and Jenny had become their favorite couple and wished them many more years of happiness. Another user wrote, "I truly admire your love and devotion to each other and wish the couple an adventurous future." Rishi Singh also congratulated the couple. Jenny responded, "We will connect with you soon." It is inspirational how Sumit and Jenny made their relationship work, despite a plethora of issues. The pair's first major problem was a lack of honesty. Not only did Sumit catfish Jenny, but he also married another woman under pressure from his family. As if that wasn't enough, when Jenny came to tie the knot with her Indian beau, she had to deal with her Orthodox in-laws who didn't want their son to marry her. Sumit and Jenny also had an evident 30-year age gap that made everyone speculate they wouldn't last. However, the couple shocked everyone by making it work. Sumit and Jenny have relished and thrived in the 2 years since they got married. They have celebrated countless occasions and traveled around India. Sumit and Jenny's successful relationship is because they have made necessary sacrifices. The 64-year-old woman has embraced Indian culture and become part of every festival, from Diwali to Holi. The 34-year-old Indian man has worked hard to give Jenny a stable lifestyle in India and proved himself a hero by not chasing after an American green card. The 90 Day Fiancé couple's healthy relationship shows that a successful marriage takes effort, but it all pays off eventually. 90 Day Fiancé has seen its fair share of unique love stories. However, some couples' storylines were nothing short of crazy at times. 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way has introduced some unusual couples including Jenny Slatan and Sumit Singh, and more recently Debbie Aguero and Usama. Furthermore, 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Has featured controversial Angela Deem and Michael Ilasami for several seasons, while Big Ed Brown and Liz Wood's chaotic relationship has been documented on 90 Day, The Single Life. Jenny and Sumit have had one of the craziest love stories on 90 Day Fiancé, which ultimately ended in success. Jenny and Sumit made their debut on The Other Way, when Jenny decided to move to India permanently to marry Sumit. However, Sumit had to hide Jenny from his parents, and claimed that this was due to them not approving of the couple's 30-year age gap. It was later revealed that Sumit was not willing to marry Jenny because he already had a wife, whom he married as part of an arranged marriage. Jenny left India heartbroken, although she later returned to give Sumit another chance. After Sumit obtained a divorce, he began seeking approval from his parents to marry Jenny, but they did not change their minds. Sumit eventually decided that he did not want to lose Jenny, and married her in secret. Jenny and Sumit overcame a lot to be together, which makes their love story one of the craziest of the 90 Day Fiancé franchise. Recently, 90 Day Fiancé stars Jenny Slatan and Sumit Singh celebrated the colorful and heartwarming Holi, the festival of color in India. Both of them shared truly beautiful and happy images while dropping any inhibitions. In fact, the festival is known for celebrating love and happiness by playing around with color. Recently, 90 Day Fiancé stars Jenny Slatan and Sumit Singh shared vibrant images as they celebrated the festival of Holi. Fans first met the couple in 90 Day Fiancé the other way, and their journey of love was a rocky one. First of all, after moving to India to be with Sumit, Jenny discovered he was married. It turned out his parents had pushed him into a traditional arranged marriage, in which he was miserable. To make a long story short, Sumit did eventually divorce his wife, making himself free to marry Jenny. However, Singh's family refused to accept Jenny as Sumit's wife, mainly due to the fact that she is around the same age as Sumit's mom. Over the seasons, fans saw heartbreak and tears until, finally, the couple was married. Despite problems with Sumit's family about the age gap between them, Jenny and Sumit have proved all naysayers wrong. In fact, they are seemingly living a blissful life together in India, with Jenny trying to adapt to the Indian culture. In fact, this was the first Holi celebrated by Jenny and Sumit since getting married. The 90 Day Fiancé stars celebrated Holi in India on March 8th and have since shared many photos of the colorful, traditional celebration. Jenny shared some smiling images of herself on her Facebook account, while Sumit also shared a selection of colorful images of the pair of them, taken by friends. In some of the images, the pair were seen to be dancing with friends and neighbors, truly getting into the holiday spirit. On Sumit's posts, he wrote the caption, "Happy Holi everyone. Wish you all lots of fun and start of more adventures and happiness." Moreover, he added a string of hashtags, #Holi, #Happy Holi, #Halahai, #Rang, #colors, #happiness, #fun, #peace, #friendship, #no grudges, #just love, #TLC, #Tilsindia. Meanwhile, in each photo they are hugging each other, looking blissfully happy and beautiful. Moreover, checking the comments on the post reveals plenty of love for Jenny and Sumit from fans and fellow cast members alike. Through these images, any doubts that fans might have about their marriage and relationship will surely go away. Imagine if all countries in the world celebrated Holi. It might just make a huge difference in people's stressful lives. 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way Season 4 brings a couple that seems quite similar to Jenny Slatan and Sumit Singh, Rishi Singh and Jen Betcher. Of course, TLC fans know that Jen and Sumit just about made a career out of their love story. And now, it seems that TLC might hope for version 2.0 to do the same. Will it turn out that way? Read on to find out what fans think. Jen Betcher and Jenny Slatan share a few things in common. For a start, they both fell in love with men from India. And both women are quite a lot older than their partners. Sumit Singh and Rishi share the same surname, and both women got hooked up with men who didn't tell their parents about their women. In fact, in the new season, Jen and Rishi also face issues with an arranged marriage. Hello, fans think that the tired old story will probably follow the same cultural issues as they saw with version 1.0. 90 Day Fiancé fans saw an interesting thing go down with Jenny Slatan when Kim Menzies featured alongside her in Happily Ever After. Recall, the two women seemed to get along. At one stage, Jenny talked about Sumit Singh, and she hinted that she might relocate back to the USA. Or at least, she hoped that Sumit would consider it so he could experience a loving family, instead of constant drama. If that happened, TLC fans might see the last of the couple on their TVs. Are Rishi and Jen replacements? As the two storylines are so similar, one viewer, u/Trainwreck Trials, took to Reddit and complained, another FKN Sumit and Jenny storyline redux. BULSHT. Clearly, fans are angry about the choices that TLC made with these cast members. Looking at the different circumstances, there are not many. Jenny found Sumit online. Meanwhile, Jen and Rishi met in a lobby. Jen and Rishi didn't do any catfishing. But that's about the only difference. With both 90 Day Fiancé couples running into problems with their men not telling their parents about the women in their lives, it seems more scripted than coincidental. Additionally, the arranged marriage story seems annoying a second time around. So, on Reddit, u/Vandal_Savage said, "Time to put this storyline to bed. It's the same old sad song." The original person who shared the 90 Day Fiancé post returned to the comments saying, "Same OSHT, his parents don't know and wow, he's from India." Meanwhile, u/Do Sherbert 7330 got some upvotes for their comment. It read, "She wishes she turns out like Jenny and Sumit." I sense a bigger and quicker train wreck with this one. What are your thoughts? Do you think that Jen and Rishi will be over faster than Jenny and Sumit? Do you think the storylines are too similar? Let us know in the comments below. 90 Day Fiancé spoilers reveal that fans are excited to see Jenny Slatan and Sumit Singh in another 90 Day Fiancé franchise. They have been featured on 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way, and 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. Now it looks as if they are joining 90 Day Fiancé, Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk airs immediately after the 90 Day Fiancé episode, and it shows cast members talking about the episode. This show is hilarious, and viewers get to see some of their favorite couples watching the show. Jenny and Sumit are one of the few couples that hasn't been featured on Pillow Talk, so this will be a new treat for viewers. The couple has had plenty of ups and downs, and now fans will get a chance to see them in a completely different way. They shared on Facebook this past week, "We will see you on Pillow Talk Sunday night." Surprise! Jenny shared a cute selfie of the couple, and their fans rejoiced at seeing them on the show. These two have been part of the franchise since 2019, but we have seen them quite a bit in the franchise. Jenny's fans feel that she should have left Sumit years ago when he lied to her about who he was, then lied about being married. No matter what she caught him in, she never left him, and it turns out that they are happier than ever now that they are married and his parents know about it. As soon as their fans saw this post, they were quick to tell them how excited they were. One wrote to them, "I miss the regular group and you guys." Another added, "I can't wait to see my favorite couple again." One more told them, "I don't usually watch Pillow Talk, but I will now since you guys are going to be on the show." This season of Pillow Talk airs after 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way. There is a couple very similar to Sumit and Jenny on the show. Jen Betcher and Rishi Singh are similar, because Jen is coming from America to move to India to be with Rishi. His family doesn't know about her or their engagement. It will be interesting to see if Jenny and Sumit will comment on their relationship since it is much like their own. Keep an eye on 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way on TLC on Sunday nights and Pillow Talk right after it airs.